teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Okay, break. Get the Eagles, get the Eagles. Hey, smash Broncos. Go.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And some room to roam now. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. A good pickup there at 22.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
This defense for the Jets, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
That's going to be caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Sanders, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Once again with Sanders.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this for...
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Miles Sanders, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. He finds Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's Wilson to throw. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down. Yard line.
And the Jets 1st down.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. It's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Hurts' throw brought in by Brown.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. The 30. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23 yards.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5.
But you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
26 yards there.
And it's no good. Elliott pulled it, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Wilson.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From midfield now, here's Wilson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On the draw, it's Pollard. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he stopped immediately there.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Zerline's kick is up and through.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there. You're giving yourself a chance.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a roll. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, that's a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Wilson. And this one complete again to Mims. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
3 yards remain for second down. Straight ahead is Hall.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Option play, here's Hall.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Elijah Moore, the intended receiver.
And now it's third down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Caught right side, Davis.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Open man is Uzama. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jets have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Jets 17, Eagles 13.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Under pressure, they got him again.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
They go play action with Hurts. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it.
And mark him down way up close to the... So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Well, I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. So that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Set, go.
Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
On the draw, it's Hall.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Wilson. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
They run it with Hall off the option.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 64 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Jets, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.